We all know that marriage is a divine and a beautiful feeling, alright, and everyone should get married at the right time, at the right age. Okay, so this video is specially made because the youths, like I'm talking about the youth. I'll talk about decade wise. So what is happening? The problem is with the decade of 90s. If you especially talk to me, why it's only 90s is a maximum? Because they have seen the struggling of the 80s. So 80s are setting a role model on what is the problem areas and what are the divorces that is happening, what are the internal conflicts, abusive languages, physical abuse, everything. So that has brought a negative impact to the 90s youth for them to not get married at all. So they don't understand. They got that this is the meaning of marriage, but this is not so. So here I will talk about that youths of 90s also should take it in a positive way. If you follow all these steps, which was missed by the 80s. Okay, 80s were following 60s and 70s who were doing love marriages, leaving their families. 80s were in between. They got a consent from their parents, but still they did a love marriage, and they have faced so much of consequences. And 90s, looking at the consequences, they are just afraid of getting married. Okay, so here I would talk about like all generations from 90s and forward, or anyone, follow these primary factors if you really want to have a healthy relationship and a healthy married life. Alright, so I made a note of few pointers because I also do give a pre-marital counseling. So here is a few like highlights, like a main core areas. We'll also cover in depth, in details in the future videos. But right now in this video, we are going to focus majorly on the top areas, the core areas. So there are top 6 that I've made a note of it. So I've made a note over here so that I don't miss out any of the pointers when I talk to you. The first point when I talk to you is like, if you find someone, it could be an arranged marriage or a love marriage. So if you look for any of them, and arrange or love, anything, but if that partner, okay, boy looking for a girl and girl looking for a boy, if you look for a partner, if you find someone or your parents find someone within your family or far away relatives, that is good, because you know the family very well. You know the family tree, you know how their parents are, what is their background. You will not have a sudden surprise after your marriage, right? So you understand their family, what are they coming from, what are their roots. You will understand that. That is a safe kind of marriage. Like most of the marriages will not be broken over there because both the partners are very much cautious, and parents are also understanding on how they know each other very well, staying far away too. Okay, so that is one thing. And second thing is like, whenever you get married, okay, after marriage, ensure that both of you come on to an agreement that you stay in a separate house or a flat or an apartment, whatever it is, or a bungalow, but stay separately, not with your parents, not with your in-laws. Okay, it's only both of you who's going to have your own journey. Okay, so focus on those areas. Why am I telling you this? When I say both different houses, there's a different house means a different kitchen. The real fight happens from the kitchen itself. It's not about like, so you will have your own privacy. See, you are a younger generation, okay? You want to spend some time cuddling with each other. You want to know each other very well. You want to spend some good time watching TV. You want to have your own leisure time. Just your own house is yours. You want to just have fun at your own house. Like whenever you feel like dance, you can dance. You do not have to limit yourself, okay? Getting up anytime in the morning, or getting up in the afternoon, or going out anyway. You will not have any restrictions. When you don't have restrictions, you understand each other very well because you don't think about others. Alright, so this is the most important part. So focus on each other's bonding and get a separate flat. If it's next door also, it's fine, but get a separate house is my opinion. Okay, that will reduce most of your conflicts. Okay, So because every generation will have a different perspective of life, so they will have their own, they have already enjoyed, your in-laws or your parents have already enjoyed their life, they have satisfied, they are satisfied with their married life, they have enjoyed it. If they're having some struggles within their relationship, that is their problem, that is the problem with their husband and wife. Okay, so you do not have to interfere between these older couples. Okay, so likewise, and they should not interfere in your, because you are a young generation and you want to have some time to understand each other. So live your life and yes, sustain it. Next is, whenever you go and meet your parents' house or you go to your in-laws' house, be like a guest. Be like a guest. Okay, don't think that he is my father, he is my mother, he is my in-laws. Don't be like, okay, this is mine, they are mine, I will just do whatever. No, have some limitations, have some boundaries. Okay, and whenever they also come, let them know that they also have some boundaries. They cannot stay with you for a very long time. Let them come here for a few days and let them go. Okay, so don't let them live with you for a longer time. Whatever constraints you may have, if both of you are working, you want someone to take care of you, doesn't matter. You both help each other and find a solution for that. Okay, why am I telling you all these points? To avoid unbreakable marriages. See, my only concern of coming here and talking to you is like, we don't want any, your purpose of marriage is not ending into divorce, right? You want to have like, make a wedding anniversary of 50 years or 100 years, right? So when you get married, take a factual decision and act accordingly. All right, so whenever you go to their place, be a guest. Whenever they come, treat them like a guest. Okay, they should not get involved in your discussions. That's more important. It's only both of your discussions. Okay, and suppose in case like both of you may have some arguments, there would be some arguments. It happens in every healthy relationship. So whenever arguments, it's like only some points where you have some disagreements. Okay, only disagreements or agreements on some areas. So speak out and sort it out. Sit and sort your issues. Okay, so don't stay away with each other and don't talk to each other. Don't go silent. That is a very bad attitude. Just don't go with that. Be very polite and be genuine on whatever you want to talk about it. Okay. Okay. Now, firstly, especially for girls, I've seen that they, after marriage, they feel that okay, they have done a great thing after getting married. They want to leave their job. Okay, so don't keep that objective in mind. Even like I will tell you, like men really admire their wife to be working, to be independent, to be strong, to be their own decision makers. Okay, so please ensure that you don't leave your job. That is not a wonderful thing, or you have not done a great thing to of getting married to leave your job. Just do your job, whatever it is, and somehow you both have your own dreams. You would be able to follow them and achieve them. So both of you will, otherwise you will be waiting for him the entire day. You'll say, oh, he's not giving me time, he is not giving me time, what can I do? So you're an idle baby. You have to sort it out yourself. You'll watch some programs or some soap serials in the television. You're just wasting your time. So instead of that, you both be busy with your own work life, as well as when you have some time, spend some quality time. Okay, so I will say, rather than quantity, focus on quality time with each other. All right, so this is how. So in this case, when you start working, you yourself will be proud about yourself. Otherwise, what is the purpose of doing like undergraduate and postgraduate degrees? And most of the girls are also even PhDs. So what is the purpose of doing that? So make yourself proud. Make your spouse is definitely proud about you. Okay, even your children will love you a lot because they want, you are a role model for your children. All right, so I think this says all. Okay, and next is the last most important thing that I would like to emphasize over here is like raising your voice, raising your hands, or being abusive physically or verbally is not at all entertained in any kind of a relationship. So let's stop it over here. All right, so it is a red flag. So always have a period, a lean period, like from your engagement to wedding time, at least 6 months to 1 year. that you understand each other very well. If you feel that you have come across some areas where you feel that you will definitely come across those points, so don't ignore that part. Okay, ensure that whenever you find a red flag, cut it off at that time. You may get some emotional messages like, oh, I've spent so much for this, my relatives know about this, my family knows about this, that we are getting married, what can we do now, what face can we show to them? Don't look at those dramas at all. This is just like getting you emotionally feel depressed and then getting onto the solution, that getting married. So please don't get into this trap at all. Alright, so this is my genuine request to everyone out here. Okay, boys or girls, both of them. So if you see anything as a red flag, just call it off, not a second chance. The second chance is that you're just falling down yourself and you will be taken for granted. So please follow this. Alright, I hope that this video will help you to solve most of your issues, because in this way, and whenever you're in a relationship, always talk about ideas. Don't talk about people. Talk about ideas. Talk about what are your dreams. How could you encourage each other to fulfill your dreams? What can you study better? How can you learn? Learn from each other. If he has some plus point or he knows better, learn from him. If she has something, learn. So exchange your ideas, thoughts and learnings so that both of your lives will be beautiful. Alright, I hope that you all enjoyed this video and it's a great learning for you all. This is just the core pointers. If you take care of all these areas, you will have a beautiful, divine and cherishable, beautiful married life. Alright, thank you so much and stay happy and be blessed. Thank you.